Hello everyone, cześć. Happy National Independence Day. Narodowe Święto Niepodległości. So today we celebrate the independence of Poland, and I think it means way more than just the regaining of independence in 1918, because yes, Poland was not a country like on the map for 123 years. Of course, it still was our country in the heart of the Polish people. But it disappeared from the map, and in 1918, Poland got independent again. And then in 1937, the first Independence Day was established. But then we couldn't celebrate it during World War II, and communism. So in 1989, it was celebrated again. Can you imagine? So that's why I think it means way more than the independence in 1918, because I think the real independence happened maybe after communism, and you can see it more and more now that Poland is now really Poland, and getting more and more freedom, and yeah, it's good to celebrate it, I think, and to be grateful for the freedom we have, and just to be grateful for the freedom we have in Poland now, and to be the country that we are. So please put down in the comments how you celebrate this day, special day for us. So I wanted to celebrate it a little bit with a favorites video, where I tell you a little bit about my favorites at this moment, because it can change, of course. And I wanted to start with my favorite singer at the moment, like Polish, is Sylwia Grzeszczak. Sylwia Grzeszczak. I discovered like her newest song, and then I was like, oh, she must have more like beautiful songs. So then I put on her name on YouTube, and I almost like love all her songs. I just love her voice and like how she sings in this beautiful language. So she's my favorite singer at the moment. And of course, I'm going to the seaside soon, so it's perfect. When I'm daydreaming about my trip, my walking trip along the seaside, I put on her music, like especially that song, and then the images just flow into my mind. I'm so excited for the trip. Can't wait. My favorite website / YouTube channel for learning Polish at the moment is Easy Polish, and it's really brilliant, because if you are a really beginner, then it's not recommended to start with that channel, because it's my favorite now, because I have some vocabulary now, of course, and they are very good at doing real conversations while telling about the language, telling about Poland, and then just speak as how normal Polish people speak. So sometimes it's a little bit fast, but then they speak and they have the Polish sentence, and under that the English translation. So I hear it, I can see how you write it, and then I also have the English translation. So sometimes I have to pause or I have to watch the same video a couple of times. But it's really good, because the first time it's like really going really fast and I just recognize some of the words. So I mostly listen and read the English translations. The second time I watch the video, I listen and read the Polish sentence, and then I try to listen without looking at the translations at all or looking at the words at all. So it's a really good one. My favorite Polish word. So I have a few, because it's difficult. My first one is definitely ciepła, so it stems from ciepło, of course, like the warmth. And the funny thing is, that's the first street in Kraków I lived. I got a home with Kami and Nati. And they told me what it means, like only after I left them already. So then I was like, wow, I really like the name of the street. And she was like, yeah, that's called, it means warmth. And not only a temperature, but also, it can also mean something like warmth in people, like there's a warm personality or something like that. So that's one of my favorite words. And then I discovered dusza, like soul. And then I really like the small words like mamusiu or something. But like, for example, miłostka for a little love. And then I really like sen, in the dreams that we have in the night, a dream that we have in the night, sen. Because I am sure that I have dreamed a lot about Poland when I was smaller, when I was younger. So that's sen. And then księżyc. Księżyc. Like the moon. Beautiful word. Difficult to pronounce, but I'm practicing still. But I love that word. And miss you. Because Kami called Nati a lot like that. Tak, miss you. Miss you is like, it means, I think it means little bear, but then it's used as yes dear, yes honey, like miss you. I love that. And then I have also a beautiful thing with Amalia, because she was 1 year old when she came to Poland. Now she's 4.5, so she literally just grew up here. And she calls herself sometimes Polish girl. And sometimes she asks me, Nienke, how do you say this in Polish? So yesterday on the bike she asked how you say I'm sorry in Polish. So I told her one time, przepraszam, and then she said it beautifully. So yeah, she has some Polish blood in her, blood. Okay, Polish food. I think most of you know that I love pierogi. Really love pierogi. And one other thing is that I really love beetroot. So everything with beetroot I love. Like the borscht, the beetroot soup. It will always make me happy with that. I love beetroot. And the funny fact is also that my sister and my dad both love the potato pancakes. They love it. You can wake them up for potato pancakes. Favorite Polish drink? So I cannot drink normal tea anymore. It's so boring for me now. Because I discovered the Polish winter tea like last winter. And I even want to drink it in the summer because it's so good. It's so good. And then so I discovered also that vodka is not that boring. Disgusting. I never use that word, but drink. But that you have a lot of flavors. It's the richness of Poland, all the flavors in vodka. So vodka. So I cannot. I'm not saying that I drink a lot of vodka, not at all. But I do like sometimes when I'm with friends or with family to try like one single shot of new flavors. I also like the Polish beer, is also good, and yeah, and the malt wine here is also really good. Well, yeah, once a month, something like that. And then also funny with lunch, with food is the lunch, because obiad, that's the Polish lunch, and you call it, it's translated dinner, so the funny thing is that Amalia, she was in the Netherlands visiting her grandparents, and then they were making lunch, and in the Netherlands you eat for lunch bread, like sandwiches or something, and we call it boterham. We'll put a photo here. And then Amalia said, I don't want boterham. I want a real lunch. So I also have that now, that I cannot eat a simple lunch like sandwiches anymore. Poland spoiled us with their big lunches. My favorite memory, that's a really hard one because I have so many beautiful memories here. My family visiting, of course, for the first time Poland. My dad visiting Poland for the first time. The trips I did with Kami and Nati to Pianini and Tatra Mountains. Phew. So many with Debs and the kids. With Sana, with my Ukrainian family. I have endless. I should make a special video about my memories in Poland and then you can see how rich my life is here. But definitely one of my favorite memories will be what I have had with Amalia. On Tuesday we saw the most beautiful sunset and then ate a delicious ice cream. Also Poland has the best ice cream.
Baby.
Look at that sunset, Amalia. That's the most beautiful sunset we've ever seen, right?
Blue, you are blue, 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 blue.
Look at you. Wow.
But if we were there, if we were like this, like that, then we would be light and move away.
Yeah. Will this be our last ice cream together, or do you think? No, right?
No.
No. But you will almost leave Poland, the country with the best ice cream. Uh-oh. Oh, but you wanted to take Goodloe to the Netherlands, right? Yeah. The Amalia Goodloe shop. My favorite part of Kraków. So, one really special thing is that I lived, because we are almost gone, but on a very special street, especially now because it's the ulica Marszałka Józefa Piłsudskiego, and Józef Piłsudski was the important how do you say it, general of the well, he was on his lead Poland got his independence back. Let's say it that way, because I forgot the English word. So definitely one of my favorite parts of the city is this street and this apartment, because I had such a beautiful year here. It's amazing. So many beautiful memories here, and I'm almost gonna cry when I talk about it now, because I cannot I cannot even think that we will say goodbye, like Debs and the family and me, and also to this place that we lived so beautifully together. So every time I'm in Kraków and I will pass this apartment, I will think back with it with a lot of appreciation and love, I think. So this is one of my favorite places in the city for sure. And then I recently discovered Salvator, how do you say it in Polish? That area of the city, beautiful houses, beautiful neighborhoods, and like hills where you can, and forests where you can hike in and walk in, but there are a lot of places in the city. I still have to make my top 20 places in the city, because I have a lot and I want to make a special video about that. Why I will make a special video about that is one of the conversations I had with Debs yesterday evening. We were talking about them moving back to the Netherlands, because before they came to Kraków, they lived in The Hague in the Netherlands. And they've also lived in other places in the world, like London, Singapore, Brunei. Michael even studied a bit in Monaco. So they know places, but then we talked about Kraków and she was like, because you step out of the door here, and no matter where you go, left, right, straight, everywhere you cross, you have beautiful things to see. It's like an abundance of beauty in the city, and when you're here for a long time, then you maybe take it for granted, because she was like, it feels normal to pass a bridge and then have the Wobble Castle on your right, for example. But it's insane how much beauty here is in Kraków, and just every place I've been to Poland now is like really beautiful. And then she's like, and when you step into the Hague outside of your door, you're like, this is boring. So I thought it was beautiful how she said it, because I mean, I love this city so much. Phew. Yeah, wow. My favorite city after Kraków, I have to choose, I think, right now between Lublin, Gdańsk, and Warsaw. And I think I love Lublin a lot. And I also like Warsaw a lot. But Gdańsk is very, very different, and also on the seaside, so maybe I choose Gdańsk for now. My favorite trip in Poland, that's not possible to answer, because I did endless trips. You can watch my Exploring Poland playlist. And I still have a lot to see, so the playlist will be around, I think I will have more than 1,000 videos about exploring Poland. I will make the special videos of playlists about walking through Poland, I think. But if I have to choose the trip, okay, recent trips, I will do recent trips. Then I will choose the Pianini trip, which I did solo. The mountains trip to Zakopane and the Tatra Mountains with Sana and a Ukrainian family. And the seaside trip to the Tri-City through Miasto with Gdańsk, Sopot and Gdynia, because that was also the first time I saw the Polish seaside and fell in love with it, and that inspired me to walk the whole coastline in December. So yeah, those are my favorites. So I see that I already talked for almost 18 minutes. I hope that you love this video. I will make a lot more for you, and I hope you really enjoy this beautiful special weekend on 11/11. And yeah, if you're not subscribed already, please do. And also, one of you reminded me that I have to remind you to like the video as well, because then more and more people will see my video, and that our family, our YouTube family, can grow. Because I love and appreciate all the support I get from you, and the more the better. Also for my mental support, for the walking. Yeah, I really, really, really appreciate connecting with you all. Bye.